Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I originally planned for this video to be my K-pop 2022 predictions, but then I realized I don't really have any, or at least not enough to make a full video out of it, so instead we will discuss some of my wishes for the upcoming year, related to K-pop obviously. Now keep in mind that some of these might not be so realistic and some are very realistic in my opinion, but I would to see them all happen sometime soon, even if it's not in 2022. Without any more rambling, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video with friends, because it truly helps me out a lot. Let's get right into it. Girls Planet 999 was a first ever K-pop survival show that I've watched at all. I actually watched it from the very first to the very last episode. Do I kind of regret it? Yeah, mostly because of evil editing and the lack of non-Korean members in the final lineup. But despite that, I really like the 9 members of Kep1er and am so excited to see what they of sound they will bring to the table. Based on the concept photos, it gives me very much as one vibes, but who knows if that's only the type of music they will go for. I genuinely just want for them to have good music that will give them not only domestic, but also international success, considering how big K-pop has gotten in the past 2 to 3 years. It's what these girls deserve, because we have amazing talent in there, especially Yujin from CLC. She finally got her second chance to perform again and promote, so let's not fuck it up by giving them shitty music. Is that possible? Well, we will see on January 3rd when they debut, and I'll let you know my opinion in the review video dedicated to it, so stay tuned. When I said some of the wishes on this list are delusional, I was mainly referring to this one. Well, we are all aware of the fact that all members of BTS are working on solo music and projects, but out of everyone I think Jimin is the furthest away from actually releasing any time of material that is above 1 song. I'm sure at some point he will have his own mixtape, but I don't think it's happening in the very near future. Maybe in like 2 or 3 years or something like that? I'm not sure, because from what I've seen he hasn't been talking about it a lot, if at all lately, so we can only hope and wait. Promise was amazing. I want you to be your night, baby. You could be your night. And both of his solo songs on BTS's albums, Filter and Serendipity, are some of my favorite solos from them as a whole. He has such a sweet and angelic voice, I could listen to it on loop for hours. That's why it would be nice to have a whole playlist of just his songs to go to whenever I wanted to. Replaying the same 3 songs over and over again gets boring over time, at least for me. But the issue I see mainly is that Jimin isn't very experienced in producing or writing lyrics to songs, especially entirely on his own. Maybe he could put songs together with the help of the rap line, but I don't think that's what he wants. He probably wishes for every single song to entirely reflect him and his thoughts, both in melody and lyrics, so he might practice more before actually getting to putting together his first ever mixtape. I definitely expect Jungkook to be first from the vocal line to put his own work out in the world, followed by Taehyung. After that I'm clueless because Jin hasn't been working on solo material much either. Well, at least he's not speaking of it recently, and his military service is also lining up, so his mixtape is out of the picture if you ask me. But I don't know, I'm just excited for Jimin's mixtape one day to arrive, because he is my favorite vocalist in K-pop and has such a signature sound to him that seems to be right up my alley. Therefore I'll patiently wait and manifest for as long as needed. On the other more realistic end though, I can totally see RM putting out something super soon. Will it be this year? I think that highly depends on other members' plans. If both J-Hope and Jungkook release their own next year, then I think RM will wait till 2023, just to not release everything together and let his members shine with their own projects. We know J-Hope has been working on Hope World 2, but God knows when that will be out. But considering he mentioned it in a recent interview, I think next year is very likely to be the case. Mono is personally one of my favorite albums of all time, and RM's voice helps to calm me down whenever I'm stressed or anxious, so I wouldn't complain about getting even more of such material. He is also such an amazing lyricist and his lyrics always bring me to tears. I just relate to them too much, you know? I'm excited to see what type of musical direction comes next for him on his solo journey, but I have zero doubts I will love it to death. YG really gave us 2 underwhelming solo songs and called it a day for 2021. I'm not shocked, don't get me wrong. Just disappointed. We are once again back to the whole Blackpink feel like 4 soloists who sometimes do stuff together type of situation, and I'm not here for it. Yes, all 4 members individually are great and stuff, but they shine at their best when they are together. At least that's how I see it. None of their solo work particularly stands out as strong or memorable, while their group material very much does. It's how they became famous in the first place. So in 2022 I would absolutely love to see at least one OT4 come back from them, as well as Jisoo's solo, because she is the only one at this point who doesn't have one. I've seen many people demand Jennie's first single album for next year too, and although she is my bias, I don't want that to happen. Not before they release another album together and before Jisoo gets her solo as well. It will get her too much hate again and it's not necessary. Let's give Blackpink another pink concept and Jisoo elegant concept in 2022 and I'm going to be extremely happy. Is there a high chance of that happening? I think yes. I'm 99% sure this is exactly what we will get, but with YG you never know. Once again let's manifest real hard to not get fucked over again, like we did many times in the past. Enhypen is so popular ever since debut and K-pop fans love to refer to their discography as a no-skip one. But for me personally they have a very generic and forgettable music, so in 2022 I simply wish for them to release at least one song that I would enjoy and put on my playlist. So far I genuinely don't like a single song by them. Yes, I don't even like Fever that everybody seems to be obsessed with. It's just your typical boy crush concept and way too mature for some of the members who are underage. But that's a discussion for another time. I know they have a comeback next month and I'll make a dedicated review video for it, so I hope I at least vibe with the title track. Tamed Dashed was close to what I would like, but still not there yet. It's kind of 50-50 chance of it happening. But considering they will probably have at least 2 comebacks next year, we might find a gem in there that I sincerely love and replay for a month. This is a controversial one, because many people don't like Big Bang and G-Dragon for valid reasons, but I personally love his entire discography, and since I saw him live at his tour in 2017, I've been craving for more music. I see on his Instagram all the time that he is modeling for brands and working on his clothing line Piece-1, but there aren't any signs of music anywhere. He became more active lately with posting photos of himself, not only clothes and such, but I don't know if that means a new album anytime soon. I'm even afraid that his music career is over altogether. He did resign his contract with YG, but God knows what that was for. I respect him taking a break after coming back from military, but it's been 4 years since his last project and I desperately want more. I will take even just one digital single or something. Just anything, I'm begging. His latest EP Kwanji Young was insanely good, and if he keeps his signature sound, then I don't doubt I will love his new stuff just as much. It's a bit delusional to expect something next year, but we can manifest, right? So let's do that. I'm speaking of something around Cosmic Girl's latest comeback or a Pink's last 3 releases. I've been very much in love with elegance portrayed in music videos, especially in terms of fashion. Even Twice's latest comeback was very elegant in my opinion, which I adored to no end. There are so many different ways in which elegant concepts can be showcased, so I would to see a lot more of that. This doesn't only apply to girl groups, but also boy groups. They can do elegant concepts as well, and it would be absolutely stunning. Even as someone who enjoys girl crush concepts a lot, I'm getting slowly sick of them and miss more diversity from certain groups. You all know who I'm talking about. And with boy groups, this whole angry boy, dark concept already got on my nerves and is the reason why I barely listen to any boy groups as of right now. I will make a whole separate video on that topic alone, but that's what I have to say as of this very moment for this video. More elegance, less darkness please. Thank you. If you don't want for this to happen as well in 2022, then I don't know what kind of a human being you are. Dreamcatcher has been putting out consistent bops for years now, yet they weren't able to get a music show win for the life of them. It's truly upsetting because Scream and Boca all deserved it. Not just one music show win, but multiple. I can't even imagine how happy they would be if we can get them that win next year. I'm begging you. They will probably have 2 comebacks, which means 2 chances for it to happen. I think it's possible, but we would really have to work hard and they would also have to pick a good timing to come back, so they aren't competing against too many bigger groups. Only time will give us the answer to this wish, but hopefully it'll finally happen. Listen. It's not the language that makes their songs good or bad. It's the quality of music that we can see in their Korean releases compared to their English trilogy. This might hurt some of your souls, but Dynamite, Butter, and Permission to Dance are all very clear desperate attempts to win a Grammy. At this point I just want for them to forget about this stupid award and focus on making good music again. They have to get back into producing and writing their own stuff, or everything will go to hell. I miss their poetic lyrics and experimental production. I never knew what to expect from them next, but I could be sure it was going to be extremely good. This is no longer the case, because of their generic English trilogy that they reduced their talents to, but I have zero doubts they will pick their quality back up right where they left off. They hopefully know that this fake happy sound isn't for them and isn't what we all became fans for. I'm sure they must have seen at least some of the negative feedback, so I'm only hoping they will take it as constructive criticism and avoid making the same shit again. I just need their good music back in any type of form and I'll be happy. No specific demands. We all know Twice's contracts expire next year and everybody is wondering whether or not they will renew them. If I'm being completely honest with them, I'm almost sure they will. They seem to get along extremely well and Sana in a recent interview said she wishes for Twice to be a team forever. To be honest, I don't see any other company being able to offer them more than JYP does as of right now, and although they might be overworked, I think they can negotiate that for their next contracts. They are the company's main cash cow, so they can demand way more things now than they could when they debuted. I just hope they all come to some kind of agreement and continue as a full group. I truly don't imagine K-pop without Twice, but we will see what happens to them. Hopefully we can continue supporting them and getting more new content for next 7 years. With that we came to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your wishes for 2022 down in the comments. I'll try to read as many as I can. You can also find me on other social media, which are always linked in the description. I will see you again in a brand new video coming very soon, but until then bye bye. Love you all so much.